Hi, welcome to Story Time. My name is Lee and I am one of the librarians here at the community library in the children's department, and I do Story Time. So thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. This week's theme is outer space, space travel, rockets, planets, the universe, the moon, the sun, all stuff like that. And I picked that because last week Perseverance landed on the surface of Mars, which is the closest planet to us. And I don't know if you saw it, but it was really, really neat. So I thought it would be fun to celebrate all of those space travel and rockets and astronauts and read some books in that theme. So thank you for tuning in. All right, so my first book today is called Sheep Blast Off. It is written and illustrated, it's actually written by Nancy Shaw and illustrated by Margot Apple. And it is from Houghton Mifflin Company publishers. So, I don't know if you know Sheep in a Jeep, same people, but now they're in a rocket ship. So let's find out what happens. Those sheep always get into some silly things. Ooh, look, a rocket's coming towards Earth, it looks like. Uh-oh, look at those crazy little creatures looking out the window. Oop, crash landed. Sheep see a shape in the mist. By a tree, something has landed. What can it be? Sheep snoop, sheep explore, sheep climb through the spaceship door. Sheep stumble, sheep bumble, engines slowly start to rumble. They grab a knob, it seals the door, lights come on, engines roar. Everyone gets into gear. They blast right through the stratosphere. Around the world, the rocket zips. Weightless sheep do jumps and flips. What's that thump? They hit the deck. Two sheep float outside to check. There's just a scratch. It looks okay. Back through the hatch, they're on their way. They tinker with the main controls. The rocket lurches, swoops, and rolls. Lights flash, computers beep. Blaring sirens scare the sheep. Sheep panic, sheep guess. Which button should they press? Autopilot, that's the one. His little thing says stun. I think it's making all the sheep go to sleep. Leaving orbit, nicely done. Prepare for touchdown. Home at last. Rocket sheep have had a blast. There go the sheep in their, the alien sheep in their rocket. So I've pulled quite a few books and they are on display. So if you come to the library, please stop by and pick one or two or three up. All right, the next book that I'm gonna read is called Small World. It is written by Ishta Mercurio and it is illustrated by Jen Corace. And the publisher is Abrams Books. When Nanda was born, the whole of the world was wrapped in the circle of her mother's arms. Safe, warm, small. But as she grew, the world grew too. It became the circle of her loving family. A bubble of giggling playmates. And slides and swings and whirligigs and tumbles through the grass. Nanda got bigger and bigger. As she grew, the world grew too. It became a sway of branches. Scaffolds of steel. And cables and cogs and odds and sods and coasting through the night. Nanda got bigger and even bigger, but as she grew, the world grew too. It became a sun-kissed maze of wheat, pine-cone-prickled mountains, and the microscopic elegance of fractals in the snow. It soared through a symphony of glass and stone. I think she's off at college in this picture. She's filling her head with big, important ideas and knowledge. It spooled through spirals of wire and foam, a human-powered helicopter lifting towards the sky. Nanda got bigger and bigger and bigger, but as she grew, the world grew too. Look, she's a pilot. How exciting. It became the roar of twin engines, glittering ocean far below, and the curve of the planet beneath her. On a day when Nanda was bigger than she had ever been before, her feet touched foreign soil. Her ears heard a crackle of voices. She gazed out into the ink-black space and saw a sea of stars, moonless and deep, distant suns twinkling, marbled planets orbiting, speck small in the distant night. And the earth softly glowing, a circle called home, safe and warm and small. So exciting that she grew up to be an astronaut and got to go visit. Wonder where she was. Was she on the moon or on Mars? I don't know. It's fun to kind of guess. All right, so our next book is called Astro Bunnies. It's written by Christine Loomis and it's illustrated by Aura Eaton. And it is from Putnam and Sons Publishers. Astro Bunnies see a star, think they'd like to go that far. Slip on silver suits with pockets, climb upstairs to shiny rockets. Rockets stand so straight and tall, bunnies on the ground look small. Look at those bunnies. Push a button, twist a dial, rocket launches, bunnies smile. Zip and zoom up through the sky, Astro Bunnies wave goodbye. Whiz and whoosh, the rocket races through the deep and darkened spaces. Over Venus, under Mars, bunnies follow, shooting stars. Astro Bunnies unsnap straps, open hatches, ports and flaps, roll up, float up through the air, stroll up, bounce up, everywhere. Astro Bunnies work together, measure comets, chart the weather, gather moon dust from a crater, scientists can study later. Ride their rockets in slow motion through a silent, starry ocean. Gliding by the Milky Way, where night is dark and so is day. Then a ship appears in space, bunnies from another place. Astro Bunnies love exploring, making new friends, scouting, touring. Yet wherever bunnies go, there is one thing they all know. Rockets fly and rockets roam, but bunnies always come back home. And that is the end of that book. Astro Bunnies. Hello, welcome back, or I should say, I'm glad to be back. The batteries died, so I am now going to re-record the final book, and because the camera died about halfway through. And this book is called Life on Mars. It's written and illustrated by John Agee, and it is from Dial Books. All right, let's read about this daring young astronaut. Look at him in his rocket. Ooh, where did he land? What do you see in the background? Do you know what that is? Is that Earth? My goodness. All right. I am on Mars. I have traveled a long way from Earth. I am here to find life. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. Nobody believes there is life on Mars. But I do, and I just know that I am going to find it. Oh my goodness. What do you see? Who's poking up out of a crater? So far, Mars looks pretty gloomy. More gloomy than I thought. I'm starting to wonder, could anything possibly live here? It's dark. It's cold. I've brought this gift of chocolate cupcakes, but I don't think I'll find anybody to eat them. Wow, I was wrong. Mars is nothing but miles and miles of rocks and dirt. It's obvious. Nothing could possibly live here. What a disaster. Everybody was right. There is no life on Mars. I'm going home immediately. Kind of want to yell, turn around. Uh-oh, where is my spaceship? I can't believe it. I'm lost. Lost on Mars, where there is no life. Wait a minute. What's that? No way! It's life. It's on Mars and it's alive. What an amazing discovery. I can't wait to get back to Earth and show everybody what I found. And look, my box of cupcakes. How did it get there? Now I've got to find my spaceship. I bet I'll get a good view from the top of that mountain. Aha, there it is. Did the astronaut climb a mountain? Look who he's on. What an adventure! I always believed there was life on Mars, and I was right. I think I deserve a treat. Oh my gosh. What happened to the cupcakes? Do you think the alien ate the cupcakes? Tell you what, if there were chocolate cupcakes and I found them, I think I would eat them too. So thank you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed our space and astronaut and planet and moon and Mars story time. If you come by, there's some books that I pulled. We're happy to help you find them and put them outside, or you can come in the library and get them. And also come in and get your craft kit. You can make your own personalized rocket. This says George. And I picked the name George because one of the books I pulled is Curious George, because he has an adventure where he goes to space. So come on in and see us. And thank you for tuning in.